Welcome back, heroes. Welcome back to the guild. So we are going to be doing Last Epoch, that one in the poll that we did earlier this afternoon, to try and start adding something new to the channel since Ascension WoW is going to be slowly going away. There's not a time frame on it, so we'll continue playing it until it does, but in the meantime we are also going to be adding some new content. This is one of the ones that made it in the top 2 of the poll that we did earlier today. I decided I'm going to try a hardcore acolyte after looking at some skills, at least based off of what I could see here. I didn't look up any builds. Again, I've played a little bit in the past. You can go check the channel. We've tried some stuff, but it was all baseline stuff, and we weren't really paying too much attention to what we were doing, and I don't know what all's changed now that we're on Season 4 versus Season 1. So that is kind of where we're at right now with it. Why are you not behaving yourself? That's not what I wanted. There we go. So what we are going to be doing is we are going to be making this person. It is going to be a hardcore character. So if we die, we got to start over. I figured that would be the best way to try and do this tonight. That way it puts a little bit of stress on me to try and make sure that we're pushing content as best we can. I'm going to try to stick to bleed techniques. When I was playtesting some of this stuff earlier, just to make sure that it would work, or not earlier, yesterday, to make sure that it would work, let's see, I don't want to do either of those, because if Devin ends up joining us, I don't want to have one of these be the mess up. Alright, so, but I was just trying to make sure that the camera was going to be in the right position, stuff like that.
Darkness. Only Eterra, myself, and the void. I was content with nothing. She dreamt of light, of life, of humanity. We disagreed. And yet, in her world, there were gods. Mujasa of the desert, Largon of the sea, Rye of the endless skies, and Herods of the frozen tundra. But fate stole Eterra away. Without her, there was conflict, then wars. In the end, it was Rye who sought to outshine the sun that would pull the world into his flame. Caught within Rye's gaze were the Keepers, an order sworn to protect Eterra's memory and the power it still holds. They were joined by someone unexpected, a traveler, willing to walk into the flames of war. But why? Was it honor they sought? Power? Redemption? Or was this fate? Perhaps. But no story is quite that simple.
All right, here we go. We do have the option to play with a controller or with a mouse and keyboard. I'm going to try this with mouse and keyboard for a while, and see how well that works. When I was just trying to make sure everything was set up properly, for like camera and everything, I also picked this class. I didn't really do anything aside from read this and then run through this little entry area just to make sure that there was going to be no lag, no stuttering, any of that kind of stuff. My biggest fear now, since trying to play Diablo 4 is that stuff would break down and lag super hard like Diablo 4 does. Thankfully, we didn't get any of that issue when I was trying to test this out. In the hands of the following message, you will find a letter from the Keeper's Council. It is addressed to you.
Our Heoborian allies informed us that you will attend the peace talks. Raya's war has reached our lands, and we are in need of aid. As keepers, we avoid conflict. We're dedicated to the goddess Eterra's memory. That is, until Raya forced our hand. He wishes to destroy us and steal Eterra's legacy. We can't let that happen. We need Herot's help. Your help.
Okay. I do know that it is crucial that we keep an eye on the map. The map will actually show us if there is like a secret tunnel or hidden passage or any of that kind of stuff. So we definitely want to make sure that we keep an eye on that. There we go. 2 shields and an archer. Ooh. Some extra health. Love it. Yeah, we got Mr. Bear over here. And there we go. Cursed Veteran's Boots. No. So less damage depending on area level for you and your minions. We can lose damage and gain the ability to take more damage. We're not wearing those. Those are just going to get sold. That's ridiculous. Unless there's a way to change that to where we're able to get it to be uncursed, potentially. Maybe. I don't know. Looks like we have passive. So this increases our overall damage. This gives us more armor, which may be crucial, plus minion armor. And then this is intelligence and necrotic resistance. I think I want to just get damage. Maybe some armor, but right now we're not taking a whole lot of damage, so I'm gonna go with increasing our damage for now and just see how that works.
When you arrived, it was my mistake. They were cornered. I can handle offsprings. What good are we? Sorry. Are you also here? Good. Name's Grail. I wonder. Come, let me watch you fight.
All right. Well, we did pick up. Okay, so it auto-equipped it. We got gloves, and then we had a Geomancer's Jade Ring of Life that gives us 11 to health, 24 dodge rating, and increased cold damage. Not that we're doing cold damage. So that doesn't really help us much, but... we'll take the dodge and health. Anything that allows us to take up more damage or negate the damage is what we really want. I suspect that Int is going to be our primary damage type that we want to deal with, so that's what we need to focus on. As far as anything else, I know at some point we're able to get what they call Ward. I don't know how we generate it. I don't know if that's a spell or if we get like a shield that generates it for it. Like I don't know. But it looks like that's kind of what we need to be focused on there. Oh, dexterous. But 1 dexterity is not really helpful to us. Skill system introduction. Viewing augment trees. Click on a skill. Use a new skill. Click on an action bar to access the skill selection panel. Specializing in skills. You can specialize in up to 5 skills by clicking and unlocking specialization slots located above, which unlock as you level up. Specialization in a skill will allow you to gain skill points for that skill by earning XP, which you can use to empower and augment it. Note, some skills do not have any augment trees available yet. Let's go with Rip Blood because that's what we're using the most. We have 1 point. Right now we could go here so that our cast speed is 6% faster. Looks like it stacks 5 times. We could go here, Arcane Absorption. When you directly cast Rip Blood and hit at least 1 enemy, you gain additional spell damage for 6 seconds. The amount of spell damage gained is doubled for Ripped Blood. This effect can stack. So... we get 1 extra point per, and it can stack. It doesn't say how many times. Excuse me. Ripped Blood has a chance to cause enemies to bleed. I want to do bleed damage because that just helps drain their health faster, right? So I think we go that route. Splatter. Rip Blood has a chance to create a blood splatter at the target, dealing damage to other enemies around it that were not hit by Rip Blood. This effect can occur a limited number of times per cast of Rip Blood. An enemy cannot be hit by both Rip Blood and Blood Splatter, and cannot be hit by multiple blood splatters from a single cast. Nodes on this tree do not apply to Blood Splatter unless stated otherwise. Hitting or killing an enemy with Blood Splatter does not count as hitting or killing an enemy with Rip Blood. Blood Splatter deals damage in a larger area. Blood Splatter grants your minions Blood Infusion when it hits them. The Blood Infusion buff grants 15% more damage for 4 seconds, multiplicative with other modifiers. We could then go over to Infused Frenzy, so Blood Infusion grants increased attack and cast speed. Necrotic Unity, Blood Splatter increases area for each minion you currently control up to a maximum benefit. Blood Infusion causes your minions to leech a portion of physical damage they deal as health. Okay. We definitely want to go with Bleed. Then we can get Blood Bond. When you directly cast Rip Blood and it hits a boss or rare enemy, it attaches a blood tether, dealing physical damage over time. You can have an unlimited amount of blood tethers, but no more than one blood blood tether on a single enemy. If converted to necrotic, blood tether's baseline more damage per stack of bleed will change to more damage per stack of damned. Okay. Rip blood deals more damage over time. So yeah, I think I want to go this section right here first. Cast speed, blood resistance, critical chance. This allows us to cast our Marrow shards or whatever it's called anytime we hit at least 3 enemies. Blood Rip increases cast speed. Increased cast speed leaves a stench on the target enemy that causes your minions to prioritize attacking it. Thirst Blade causes less mana and increased cast speed. When you are out of mana, Rip Blood is free. Interesting. Okay, that's how we heal faster. Blood Orbs now grant you mana when you directly cast Rip Blood. The amount of mana is tripled for orbs from bosses or rare enemies. Coagulation. When a blood orb grants health, you gain a stack of coagulated blood. Upon reaching at least 6 stacks, your next cast of Rip Blood consumes 6 stacks to form a coagulated blood orb. What's up, ZZ? That seeks out nearby enemies, dealing spell physical damage in a small area. Additionally, blood tethers, such as from Blood Bond, grant 3 stacks each second. Okay. Coagulated orb deals more damage in a larger area. Marrow Drinker Rip Blood can be cast on your minions, but no longer can it be cast on enemies. Blood orbs restore significantly more health. Blood orbs restore more health based on your intelligence stat. See, I want to go down this way, and then I think I actually want to go this way, potentially. This gives it more damage. More damage. This is more damage based on minions. This is if it kills enemies. Bleed chance from all sources is converted to damned chance. I don't know what... I don't know. Oh, see, that's how we get ward. So that might be worth it too. I think we're going to go here, though. I want to get bleed up. So I think I want to go that way. I don't know what damned does. We'll have to figure that out. Migrating now that Ascension is getting the TUL treatment. I'm adding it to the channel just to kind of start getting something ready for when it does go the way of TUL. But yeah, pretty much. And I threw a vote up this morning, and this was the game that got first place for what to play, so... We're doing a hardcore run just to see how well we can do, and I'm trying to get skills that do bleed damage. But if this changes to necrotic, I mean, we might have to go necrotic damage? I mean, if it still does damage over time, I think I'll be okay with it. Basically it's Diablo. For the most part, like Diablo 2 kind of, sorta. It's kind of hard to really pick any one genre, but for the most part, like if you've played any of the Diablo games, it's Diablo. It's a hack and slash looter, essentially. Oh, you know what I can do? So I can see chat better? Oh, it's not gonna let me do it. Oh, that sucks. What the heck? Settings. Can I go borderless windowed? And then will it let it stay on top? It does. I think that's only gonna let me see YouTube chat though. Free to play. It is free to play. It does not require a subscription. You have to buy the game, but outside of that, it is free to play.
Well done. We're almost there.
Filed bones, dexterous jade of embers. Again, dexterous. We don't want dex. Already almost level 5, so leveling doesn't seem to be an issue. I was thinking of playing Guild Wars 2 and maybe 3 if it comes out. I tried to play Guild Wars 2, ZZ. I'll be honest with you, I downloaded it. I played for about an hour and a half, and then I gave up. That game was just, it's definitely a me issue on it. I was getting too confused. The whole concept of that game makes no sense. At least to me. I don't know. Okay, we definitely want to sell those. So this has 10 melee damage, 3 spell damage, so it's better than what we currently have. So let's go ahead and equip that. Oop. That has... We don't care about melee damage. So it's got the same in spell damage, and it gives us mana cost reduction. So let's go that route. 1 to intelligence. Increase spell damage? Yes, please. Are you talking about like Path of Exile 2? PoE 2? I mean, it gives us dodge rating. We'll take the 2 agility for now. What is this shield giving us? Block chance, health. If we went with this staff, we've got the money for it. We'd gain 5 spell damage, increased physical damage, which is what we're currently doing. Increased cast speed, chance on hit to chill, increased stun chance. I don't know if it's what we really want, though. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, we're buying these. Buy those. I don't know if we should be going staff though. I want to say we need to get a shield that gives us more mana and stuff. I will say PoE 2 is actually a lot of fun, ZZ. I like the classes over there, but the skill trees just get super complicated pretty quick. Alright, I'm not going to get the staff because I don't know if we should be using a staff. Well, increased cast speed, chance on hit to chill, stun chance. Since we don't have a good shield, I'm gonna try it. If that gets us killed, we deserve it, but I feel like that's just gonna be a better option all around.
Grail was just telling you one of two. They're gone. Balthus and I remain, and he's not here. Balthus is busy checking on our sacred artifacts. We're pretty not much, I'm afraid. You are, and I'm sorry. Even now, the Osprix swore. Could you make sure they can? But sure I do. Do this, and our alliance is secure. We'll lend our aid to heal Borhia's army.
In case something gets close enough, we now have a melee skill. So far, so good with this class. I like the AoE capability. Looks like we have another point there, so let's go. I think I want to max this out since we're not having a problem with armor right now. Let's see. I guess these little nodes are how many points here I need in order to get to the next node. So I think maybe we just go ahead and put all 4 here, and then just we can pick up these 2. That put us at level 5. Wow, if we were doing melee damage, we are unfortunately not a melee class. I wanted, for the first run through of a hardcore challenge, I wanted to run through this as a caster. Ow. Okay, what's with the green crap? It looks like it's coming from this way. That thing. Jeez. No, just Timu being stupid. Dang, already almost level 6. I don't know how much bleed damage we're really doing compared to physical damage, but it's a blue, we'll take it, because here's level 6. Oh, there's another one of those stupid flowers. Hatchet of Hunger. Got another skill up for our, or skill point for our actual skill. Okay. In 2 more levels, it looks like we unlock another one of these. Yeah, I want it to do more damage over time, I think. I tell you what, though, like, Path of Exile is a completely different beast when it comes to leveling. Like, right now, I'm not fearing too much. I know that's probably a really bad thing to say out loud. Probably jinxed ourselves. But, dude, for a second, I thought that was, like, a new type of weapon because it was red. So, like, I'm not really sure what all we've got coming towards us in this, but I can tell you I've played quite a bit of Path of Exile 2, and that is much more difficult of a game. I think it's a really nice game. I like the classes that are in it. I haven't played too much of the Druid, because it's a relatively new class for me. Typically, I play the casters. And though the Druid has a capability of being a caster, I feel rather, that most of it is designed to be a shapeshifter. Like, that's just the way it feels. Jeez. Halfway to level 7 already. Could have sworn I've already gone through all this way, but apparently not. Okay, let's do some reorganizing here. Increase physical damage. PoE2 early access key is $30. I don't remember what I spent when I got it. I think that's about right. Is what I paid to get the game. Because what it comes with is it's early access, but then you also, once the game goes live, you have access to the live version of the game too. Plus, I was playing it with several friends at the time. They have since stopped playing it, and I don't play it as often. When it comes live, it will be free to play. Oh, well. I bought it when it first dropped, so I'm not overly worried about it, but I can see your point. Bone Curse. I think we're going to use it. Apply a curse to an enemy in the area for 8 seconds. That causes physical damage when hit. The damage is tripled if you inflicted the hit yourself. Okay. I think I'm about to start trying to play this with the controller so I can, like, relax. I can wait until the end of the year, probably when it will be released. I don't know. It's been out for a hot minute. And they don't even have all the weapon classes available yet. So, maybe end of the year? Oh, we leveled up. Let's do that real quick. Get another point there. And now we have Hungering Souls. Calls forth 5 Hungering Souls that seek out enemies on hit. They deal necrotic damage, then possess the target. Possessed enemies take necrotic damage over time for 1.5 seconds. Enemies cannot be possessed by multiple souls at once. So more damage over time. Okay. Let's go that. And we'll be able to test out necrotic damage since we're thinking about swapping this to necrotic. Oh, we wanted to test this out. Hold on one sec. Let's get back over here. We're going to go down into that doorway. And if I remember correctly, that was back this way. Alright, so Ripped Blood still does the most amount of damage. Got it. Maybe we can, when we hit level 8, we can get this to start doing more damage, potentially? That's a little cheating that I can use my skill on other stuff and blood orbs come to me. This class might be a little more overpowered than I anticipated. We ended up getting quite a bit of stuff. So this is 3 spell damage with increased fire damage. We're not doing fire damage, but this is int base, cast speed, spell damage, increased critical strike chance. So yeah, we want that. There we go. More damage that way. Not bad. Ooh, new passive point. Nice, okay. That spell is just so powerful. Oh. Are there other false walls like that? What the crap? Interesting. Okay, so it always has to be 2 in 1. That's a little bummer, though. Oh, I keep doing that. 2 archers is better.
Once-sided between my head, what would be the purpose of such a stronghold in this house? I can tell you, just as I predicted. You're regarding something of immense importance, something powerful. Raya will be pleased.
Okay. Already almost level 8. Love it. Oh, that's dope. It does not seem like we have any enemies for it to hit, though.
This way! You're here to help! But let's stop the drink! Tread carefully!
Ow, he hurts.
Note here, it is unsafe. We'll reconvene outside. That should hold them. First, we've reinforced our howling monster. Lovely. What do you mean here? Or at least it... Well, tell you what. Let's get out of here first, and then I'll explain more.
Yep,
These
I want
folks
out.
are hardly worth it if you don't know why Orion is after us.
Says there's something over here.
Since the first, even second, your third shot is always...
I don't know if we should be listening to all this stuff or not.
This is why we never call it.
Level 8. Alright, so we've got this done. So the question is, do we need anything from this row, or do we go down here and start getting more intelligence? This gives us more health, and our minions more health. This gives us minion attack speed, minion cast speed, and apply to player for 10 seconds on minion use skill. Ward decay. Ooh. Chance to gain ward on nearby death is 10, so this gives us the ability to get armor. This is for our minions to do more damage. This is for us to have more health. So I think what I'm going to do is put some points into this to start getting ward. I don't think we really want the golem, do we? I mean, we can get it just to get it. Oh yeah, we have a new ability slot. Maximum or minimum skill level dictates how many skill points your skills start with when you specialize them, and how many skill points will be retained when de-leveling a skill. As you level up, your minimum skill level will also increase periodically. Let's hold on before we do that. What's the button for that? There we go. So we know we've got this. I want to say it's physical and necrotic is technically the damage it can do. Fire and frost, physical fire and frost, I think. Physical and frost, I think, is what that is, potentially. Yeah, converts it to cold damage. This can get necrotic. This can get necrotic. This starts off necrotic, but can change to fire. So we could do a fire build with as much stuff has fire. Ugh, and I think I want to go Warlock when we ever get to the point to unlocking that. Yeah, let's go with this because it can get necrotic damage. Maybe? No. Let's grab this. Let's get this up here. We've got 2 points, so we can go this way first. Spell damage per 20 maximum mana. Souls deal additional necrotic damage on hit. Soul Swarm, extra projectile. Inspired Hunger. Directly casting Hungering Souls causes you to deal more damage over time against possessed enemies for 8 seconds. This effect does not stack. Souls have a chance to poison enemies. Souls have an increased chance to poison enemies and they cost less mana. Souls are significantly larger and deal more damage, but only one is created with each cast. Souls are larger and deal more hit damage, but Hungering Souls costs more mana. Then we can turn it into a Fire Skull. And then Ignite inflicted by Hungering Souls lasts longer and have an additional fire penetration. You have a chance to cast Hungering Souls when hit, but Souls cast this way have a 70% chance to only have one projectile. Okay. You have a higher chance to cast Hungering Souls when hit. When you directly cast Hungering Souls, you gain Ward. Maybe we don't go this route. It's like it starts off with necrotic damage, and we can get it to go fire if we want, but none of this sounds good. So, can I take that off? How do I remove this? Do I have to say respec and then? Okay. Okay, we'll just go Blood Curse and see if we can get this to do like bleed damage or something. Oh, this changes it to necrotic damage here. Bone Curse becomes a toggled aura which surrounds you, but it has a reduced area and drains your mana over time. You are also inflicted with Bone Curse. Maybe we don't want to do that? Bone Curse applies Marked for Death for 2 seconds but costs more mana. The effect overwrites Marked for Death's normal duration. If you have Signet of Agony, the mana cost is added to its mana drain. Marked for Death is a curse that lasts for 8 seconds and reduces all resistance by 25% and cannot stag. Maybe we don't do... That slows enemies. Jeez, man. I don't know. This says they can do bleed damage. Or maybe it was poison damage? Yeah, I think it's poison, not bleed. Maybe, because it looks like this is all going to be necrotic fire. So maybe we try to get necrotic or fire damage. And out of that, like, we can change... Skeletal warriors are removed from the pool of skeletons that can be summoned. Skeletal warriors have more health, while skeleton rogues and archers deal more damage. When one of your skeleton dies, another skeleton is healed to full health. Skeletal archers are removed from the pool. You can summon more skeletons. Skeletons deal more damage and have more health. Both multiplicative and larger, but you can only summon half as many as you could before. Bone armor. Bone share. You can summon multiple skeletons in one cast, but summoned skeletons cost more mana. This does not affect your maximum number of skeletons. You gain mana whenever one of your skeletons dies. You gain ward when one of your skeletons dies. You have increased spell damage if one of your skeletons has died recently. You can summon more skeletons. Cost less mana. Your skeletons have improved base critical chance. Skeletons have an increased area of effect with melee attacks, and your skeletons deal more damage. Skeleton rogues to pull of skeletons that can be summoned. Rogues dash to distance enemy, throw shurikens and use melee attacks, and they poison enemies on hit. Okay. Vial flask. I thought it said that there was a... Oh, fire arrow. Here we go. Jeez. Can summon more skeletons. Where'd that one go? Yeah, so summon more skeletons, summon more skeletons, summon more skeletons. It's almost worth to just do that and then try to get it to where the only thing that can spawn are the archers, I think. Skeleton archers have their basic attack replaced with fire arrow, which is more powerful bow attack and deals fire damage and ignites on hit. Skeletal archers have less attack speed. Converts fire arrow into ice arrow, converts its fire damage into cold damage, ignite chance from all sources to convert into frostbite chance for ice arrow. Skeleton archers will randomly fire or use fire arrow or ice arrow, but have additional chance to ignite or inflict frostbite depending on the arrow used. So I think I kind of want to build out this this tree here and just get it to where only archers can go, and they can do fire and frost damage. Yeah. We're gonna go that route. So now next level we can grab more skeletons. Actually, I think we're gonna go do another one here. That way we can pick up this one here. Your skeletons have increased critical strike chance, but you can only have one skeleton warrior summoned at once. But then we're going to do this to just get completely rid of the warriors. And then we can come back and grab more skeletons so that we can have at least one more skeleton. So that would give us 4. And then we're going to try and finish up this. I don't know how many points we get. Because then I want to come down here and get this one for more skeletons. This would give them more damage. And then I want to come over here and try and get this one so that we can have even more skeletons. And then this also makes them cost less and gives them more crit. So I think overall that's kind of the way to go with it. I think, guys. Alright. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch over to the controller because my seat is deciding to not be very comfortable right now. And I don't know why. Plus, I can kick my feet up. Swapping the controller. I'll probably still use mouse and keyboard when I need to change out my other stuff, but like when I need to look at gear or skills, we'll use mouse and keyboard, and then for combat and running around and stuff, we're gonna use controller. Let's put 1 point more into here. So now there's 100% chance to cause bleed. I want to grab that. And then I want to start putting points there because I'm eventually going to grab splatter, I think. Oh. Chest? Oh, it says we are... Oh, our inventory is full. Alright, so increase cast speed, spell damage, chance to slow on hit, chance to ignite on hit. I don't know if on hit for these is melee damage or not. Physical resistance, fire resistance. We're wearing a yellow with mana and armor and all that, so... +1 attunement. Increased mana regeneration. 18 dodge rating. That's a mage helm. We can't do anything with it, but +1 to static orb is actually pretty good. I'll bet it's worth more money.
Worthless anyway. That is too much. Worthless anyway.
Okay.
That is too worthless anyway.
Let me ask, for how long must you be up?
Inventory full. We need to sell. And Northern Road.
I'm sure you have questions, but let me first check and make sure the Epoch's safe. Good. No.
Oh, spicy chest. Okay. Nothing there. Let's go to the Keeper's Camp. What's up, Black Sun? How are we today?
Everything okay? What? That must be Orion and Osprey's general. What happened to the artifacts, Bolt? That must be what they were after. We have to save. Their camp is not far. Are you sure? You'll walk into it. Stay safe. Stay alive.
Oh,
Bring
another
Bolt
point.
back.
Let's see here. I'm doing good, doing good. Had to switch games because, well, we're in the process of switching games because Ascension has come under fire from Blizzard, so we're testing out Last Epoch, see how that does for our channel. So that is what we are doing currently. So that gives us ward when something dies near us. This would give us more damage, more health. I think we're going to go with more damage for now. Oh, is no one playing Last Epoch anymore? This game used to be pretty popular. It's one of the main reasons I decided not to stream it, was there was so much content going on that it was going to be impossible to keep up. Wow, really? Well, we'll see how it fares. Lightning resistance doesn't really give us anything. Wow, 0 people streaming. Well, I wonder if that means there's no demand for it at all, or they just got to the point where they were tired of trying to stream it. Oh, hold up. So that only gives us... When we're at low health, do we get wards? So no. That's just not worth it. 1 to strength. Oh, there we go. Those are good boots. Can't wear that, it's mage helm. Don't know. PoE 2 just had a release, so maybe that's pulling viewers. D4 is basically dead. ARPG, not super popular genre, I guess. I think it's less that it's not that it's a popular genre because lots of people play it. It's something like this game or PoE 2. It requires a lot more time invested in it. World of Warcraft. Oh, that's cool. I can do that. I did not know that was something I could do. Increases stun chance, increased fire damage. Eventually, that would actually be good for us. Increased health regeneration. I don't want to lose the int. Okay. Let's see here. Ooh, new staves. Oh, that's a 2-handed staff. It's pretty powerful, though. Okay. I don't think there's anything I want to waste gold on right this second. 6 to mana. That one gives us way more than that. Okay. But like PoE 2, if we were to go to PoE 2, I'm sure we could do well on it. I like the game overall. But the biggest issue, honestly, with any kind of game like this one, PoE 2, PoE 1, even things that are Diablo 4, Diablo 2, a lot of it's going to be seasonal content. And so anytime there's a new season, you'll see a giant jump in viewership for it, but then it dies back down. And so unless you have a dedicated player base, it's just not really worth it. But unfortunately, we got to find something because with Ascension WoW getting ready to drop off the face of the earth and not wanting to go to retail WoW, we're gonna need something to play. So I figure we give this a try. We see how a modded Diablo 2 works. Potentially Elder Scrolls Online, though that one came in dead last today. Or no, Final Fantasy 14 came in dead last, I believe, today. Oh. Our first legendary. Problem is I don't know for this build, like, it doesn't seem the route that I wanted to go with being able to do, like, just mass bleed. Doesn't seem like it's going to be a thing. It looks like it's going to be necrotic damage, fire damage, and then potentially summons if I go that route. Kind of a bummer there. Oh. So, I don't know. I hope to find something that's as fun to play and as entertaining for people to watch as Ascension was. It's a bummer that that's going to be going away soon. Well, potentially soon. So, who knows? Who knows?
Worthless, anyway. That is too much. That is too much.
Okay. Didn't realize we were already that full. Well, let's go back to camp. Wasn't PoE 2's release like months ago to add the druid, or did they have something new?
Eterra's blessing. Prayers be with you.
One to strength, one to vitality. We'd lose armor and health, so no thank you. Armor, mana, dodge, all for more spell power. Reduce spell damage, critical strike rating to gain cast speed, and increase damage over time. Yeah, I'll do this book. Oh, +1 to summon skeleton. Nice. Increases minion damage. Nice. Vitality. Yes, please. We can take the loss in mana there. Cast speed, attack speed. Increases necrotic damage, critical strike chance, inflict bleed on hit. I like that. We lose spell damage and mana cost. Intelligence, strength, dodge rating. Things you manage it physically, fire resistant. Nah. Fingers of the Phantom Mire. Vade is replaced by Terrify. 12 more damage to feared enemies. You have swiftness. 5% attack speed. 6% increased cast speed. 75% chance to slow attackers. I'm immune to slow. Why not? Then the question is do we want to go with something like this? Cast speed, melee crit, which we don't care about. Stun chance, health on melee hit, which we don't do. Chance to inflict bleed on hit. Necrotic damage is always good. So yeah. We'll hold on to that just to see, because that may lower damage. Okay. I guess we were gone long enough that, the map reset. Level 10. I don't know. Maybe we try PoE tomorrow and see how well that does. I don't really feel like swapping games. We're only an hour and a half in.
Eterra's grace be with you. Take care of yourself.
Whoa!
Eterra's grace be with you.
Oh wow, we unlocked the forge this early now? That's insane. What, do we have to use the forge first? Okay. Let's put... Can it not be equipped? Oh, it wants... Oops. Then where did my knife just go? Spell damage, duh. It gave it 1% more. Okay.
Eterra's grace be with you. Take care of yourself.
Okay, that's definitely new. We've unlocked Bone Golem. Let's change this to Golem. Because why not? Something over this way. Items of those slain by Harbingers animated and bent on vengeance against all travelers. There's a potential that we could get the Keeper's Gloves, increases poison resistance, minion poison resistance, 10% chance to summon a swarm of bees on melee hit, which don't do us any good, and the rest of this would just be so. Might as well attempt it. Not bad so far, though. I am curious, though, now that you've said that, Black Sun, what the drop was for PoE 2. Because the only one that I'm aware of is the one that added the Druid, and that was a while ago. Was there a new drop, but it wasn't any kind of classes? Because I keep an eye on it. Tell you what, so far, we haven't even really had much of a challenge with this build on staying alive. But I have no idea how simple or complicated this game is anymore. Like I said, I didn't play it overly too much. I mean, we got pretty decently up there back when we played it in Season 1, but I don't remember how differently that was compared to this. I know the Forge has moved, because the Forge you didn't get for quite a while. Alright, boss fight time. And we don't have a dodge, so we're gonna have to run and gun a lot.
You're here for the Epoch. Reaching me was impressive, but it's mine. Co-member win.
Oh, that was close.
Worthless, anyway.
Oh, another set of the Phantom Meyer gloves. So now that's 2 sets? This one says it has legendary potential. I don't know what that means.
That is too much. That is too much.
There. Just trying to make sure I grab things that actually give off more money. Legendary items. A legendary item is a composite item made up of a unique and exalted item. Unique items have at least 1 legendary potential up to 4, and the exalted item must have exactly 4 unsealed affixes. The exalted item can have a sealed affix, it just cannot be added to the legendary item. When combined in Eternia, or when combined in the Eternity Cache, you are guaranteed a legendary item. The Eternity Cache is located within the Temporal Sanctum dungeon. Running higher tiers of the dungeon will allow you to create legendaries out of higher level uniques. Legendary items is the same as unique item with affixes added to it from the exalted item. The number of affixes selected is equal to the legendary potential of the unique item used. When using the Eternity Cache at the end of a tier 2 or higher temporal sanctum, you can choose one affix to guarantee being moved from the exalted item. If the unique item had more than one legendary potential, the rest of the affixes are chosen at random. Okay.
I will wait there. The Epoch, the power, if right, more than that. Now, which, speaking of...
I must remind while I may not be able to take flight, but with Ember Wing's aid, I can once again feel the wind. Oh, how I've missed.
Says we need to go back here.
Blue.
Let's empty our inventory.
Eterra's blessing. Prayers be with you.
Not the person I wanted to talk to. I think we'll hold on to this one. Actually, what I'll do is that one will go here because it's got that one legendary potential. And this one is slightly better in most aspects. Well, actually, no, it's slightly worse. This one's slightly worse. So we can sell that one. That's fine.
Right.
He's back. He's been quiet since he...
Go back. No, not fully. I have, well, we are keepers after all. Do you think we're going through the motions? Keeping the shards hidden, I feel as though drastic times are... Oh no. You know, I apologize. I only have 2 shards, but that's Lena. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to you too. This is what's best for us all. With the Epoch's power. And finally...
All right. I forgot that we time travel in this thing. Looks like there is a waypoint here. Anything else? No? Alright. Oh, okay, so now they're on defensive, now they're on attack. That's what I... okay. Figured that out.
What just happened? This place is fascinating. Different, but somehow the same.
put another point into this. Transplant. Create a new body for you at the target location, then detonate your old body to deal physical damage to enemies around it and eventually necrotic damage. Spiritual Plague. Curses a target with a powerful necrotic damage over time effect that lasts 3 seconds, spreads to a single nearby target on target death. Let's pick that up, and then we're going to grab 4 points there, potentially. That changes it to necrotic. No idea. Well, we got 3 points on our skellies. So we can go another point here, which allows us to get here and then here. And then I want to pick up this one next. And then I want to pick up Marrow Walkers, I think. So that we can have more. But now we can only have archers.
And who are you?
Eterra watch over you.
I'm just going to be skipping through a lot of this dialogue because I don't think anybody really cares to listen to it. If you guys want to, let me know, but I don't think anybody really cares.
Yes? Gods be with you.
Jeez. Thing is, we're not able to.
Farewell.
I mean, bleed doesn't seem to be doing all that much damage, so maybe we should have gone with the wizard one and done elemental damages for a build. Work on the druid and tried to build out like a weird, like druid tank thing, maybe. Minimum skilled level is now 3. Jeez. I almost want to reset and make a mage character, like a actual mage character.
What brings you here? Eterra's grace be with you.
But at the same time, I don't think y'all want to watch me redo that, so... I don't know. We'll give it a little bit more distance on here and see what's up. But so far, like... there's definitely a way to go back there. I just don't know how to do it. I'm still leveling on COA. I feel ya. We leveled a little bit this morning on COA. We did the Witch Doctor this morning. We'll do some more tomorrow on it. But I'm also trying to find something that we can add to the channel for when COA finally kicks the bucket. I don't know, we could just make this guy a minion build instead of trying to go. I don't know. Ugh. You have been seen, and the omen awaits. Hold up.
That is too much.
We can throw that out. Okay. So these purple gizmos here are corrupted, unmodifiable. So whatever stats are on them, those are the stats that we get. 1 omen idle capacity. Oh, that's definitely new. Not that it unlocked any of those yet. But it gives us 1 omen idle capacity. Increases the effect of prefixes for idols in refracted slots. So there will be purple slots, I'm guessing. Plus 5 armor per equipped corrupted idol. Okay. Increase spell damage, minus spell cost, chance to ignite. Melee attack speed does nothing for us, unfortunately. And then this is a Assassin's Ruby Amulet of Frost. Mana regeneration, cold resistance, chance to ignite, damage over time, increased critical strike chance. Yes, please. Holy cow. That's amazing. Let's kind of organize this a little bit, shall we?
Worthless, anyway.
Okay. I want to find more of those. That was dope. So, do I want to go more? No, I want to go here. Splatter. Hey, sup, you can click on the sort button to organize the items. Oh, thanks. I'm thinking of leveling a ranger or a shadow hunting witch doctor for BGs. I just started a shadow hunting witch doctor, ludicrous, this morning. So, that was fun. Vaughn, what's up, buddy? It's not officially gone yet, but it is in the process of disappearing. Let's go ahead and get one more. So now we can have 4 archers out.
Gods be with you.
Yeah, bleed just doesn't seem to do the damage I was hoping it was going to do. Like, a lot of games that have a bleed mechanic in it, they do decent damage, but this one just doesn't. They added more class combos. Ludicrous. That's literally all they did, but if you didn't see it, they are currently lawsuits already been filed by Blizzard against them. So that's fun. So it's just a matter of time before Ascension gets the big O axe. From what people were saying today, and I read through it, it's not really a copy paste. I mean, some of it is, but at least the charges they're trying to go with are the same. But the people that are listed in it and the businesses that are listed in it are all here in the U.S. So the process is going to be a lot faster than when they were trying to go after a company that was overseas. And since they can already prove the case against TWOW, the process could go considerably faster this time too, because they can just go to the judge and be like, hey, we're still investigating more people, but this case already went through, so I mean... The servers might be overseas, but the people that are indicted in it are here in the U.S. And if they are the main backing for it, then it could be a lot faster. Plus, they're currently in the process, according to the lawsuit, of tracking down the company that is doing all the money. Like when you make a donation or buy anything, they're trying to figure out what that company is, because it's not a standard company. And so they're like, hey, we need to find out who this company is so that they can tell that company, you either stop doing business with this group or we're gonna go after you too, kind of thing.
That's it. Go on. I'll be right behind you.
I don't know. I read the lawsuit. A lot of it seems very, very set. They know who's who and what's what. But it also seems like they're trying to still gather some information. So I'm estimating probably 6 months. But I don't know how any of that. Warhammer 40K. I don't think. I'm trying to think. Isn't 40K like the old school Warcraft games? Like top-down strategy?
We have little time. Please find.
You may find a treasure, my friend. Good luck out there. We all need it now.
What? Go on then. Bah.
Who's the vendor? There they are. Vendor, and then the person, if we wanted to respec, would be right there.
Yes.
Oh, they made it into an MMO. Interesting. That I did not know.
Follow your feet.
Spirit Plague. I don't know. The games I think we're gonna try and switch to, just because of the way we're doing things. I might look at 40K then if it's an MMO. I don't know. We'll see. I've never played it. The last time I ever looked at a 40K like Warhammer, it was a top-down like Warcraft. A strategy-based game. I don't see a server, bud. If you tried to link something, it didn't go through. It got auto blocked by YouTube. There's another event over here, apparently. Return of Reckoning. Okay. Getting a lot of forge options or items. Not that it really matters right now. No, don't want to go that way yet. Well, I mean, we can go ahead and go that way, but instead of teleporting out, we would run back into the other part of the quest line. Okay, so in order for us to get any of these additions here, let's see. You deal increased damage, but you lose a percentage of your current health each second if you have killed an enemy recently. Okay, but we're getting a ton of health anyway, so the increased damage would actually be beneficial, so we'll dump 5 points there. But yeah, Ludicrous, I'll look it up when we're done with the stream. I'll probably go for like another, I don't know, hour. And then I may try some PoE 2 tonight, just because I would have to re-download, or I would have to not re-download. I would have to download that particular server. So, is it free to play? Ludicrous? He said it was called Warhammer 40K Return of Reckoning. Von Strauss. Looks free to play. Nice. Ooh, legendary relic. Oh. There's something ugly looking over here. Let's go find out what that is. finding a whole bunch of new stuff to just nuke I've never seen before. I still think we probably should have gone Sork though, or the pure magic caster class, because it does elemental damage, and I'll bet it does a little bit better than the bleed necrotic damage we're attempting to do. The only good thing about this one is the mass amount of self-healing we're getting. We're getting some fire damage out there, though. Is it on Steam? Or is it got its own like server, kind of like Ascension, where I'd have to go download it that way? Dang, starting to get some legendaries to pop up. It has its own website? Okay. I'm gonna be honest, I know basically zero about the 40K universe. Ooh, there's something up here. Omen of Solitude. Is that what this is? Ooh. Dang, I wish I could get a corrupted one of these. The game was fun back in the day. Just totally forgot about it till yesterday. Someone mentioned it in Cold Duck stream. Nice. No, that's garbage. Get rid of all this white crap out of my inventory.
That is too much.
Let's see. You can come over here. You can come over here. Slide all this over. You up. You up. There. Yeah. I don't know. I'll look that up here in a minute and just see what it is. I don't know, like I said, I don't really know anything about the basis of it. I don't even know if it would be good for the channel because I have no idea what the saturation rate is for that game, so I'd have to look that one up. But I am more than willing to give anything a try if we can find something that we enjoy like we did with Ascension.
What?
We're about to max out this bottom bar right here. I wonder if we should take the points out of here instead of us trying to do damage and put points here so that our minions have more armor. If you like zombie games that aren't too scary, you gotta play Days Gone. The problem is zombie games really aren't the thing. Like, it doesn't really have a place on our channel because we don't really do those kind of games for the channel. Me personally, I like those kinds of games.
Yes.
I played what was the name of that game? Infestation Z. It's a story mode game, but it's like 80 hours long. Are you talking about Days Gone? Alright, let's see what we got here. Yeah, okay. We don't do melee hit, but it does have one legendary potential, so we'll hold on to it. You ride around on a motorcycle helping camp succeed. Yeah, I've seen Days Gone. It's just the biggest issue that I have with it is, at least for the channel, is we haven't really been playing any kind of like zombie games, so it would almost be a 180 kind of turn to do it for the channel. Now, for me to play on my own, that I wouldn't have a problem with. Dang. That's actually not bad, aside from the bleed damage we do to ourselves. That would have been great if we were a mage. Let's see. I think I'm gonna just dump all this in our chest. Just in case, you know. Increase melee attack speed, movement speed, gain ward on melee hit. Elemental attacks deal 1% increased damage per 200 ward. So if we had 200 ward, we'd be great. 1% chance per 20 ward to gain haste for 2 seconds. We need to directly use a melee attack. So this has to be a melee build. That's a spellcaster build. That's a melee build. This is specific to the Primalist, which is another build that we could go.
Follow your feet.
Oh, I'm right there with you. I'm sure it's a really good game. Ludicrous. It's just the downside to getting kind of like cornered into a certain genre of stuff like we have is when you try to pivot like that, it'd be like trying to go and playing it'd be like me trying to add Call of Duty to the channel. People are going to try and watch it just because it's Call of Duty content, and some people might watch just because it's me playing Call of Duty. But overall, it would actually be a detriment to the channel because it's not something that we've really worked on. But something like this, PoE, or like PoE 2, or I wonder if you have to come here during a different time frame. The words card appear to be older than the structure of Last Refuge. Ancient terror rains death from the skies. The gods defend us, but they will not stand alone. Eterra gifted us this land, and we shall fight for it. I wonder if you have to come back in a different time zone and read that wall to get something else to work or behave somehow. Whew. There's no way birds would be flying in here. Okay. I know there was a portal back there. I saw it, but I wanted to keep exploring, so. I can't tell if those are supposed to be birds or bats. But as much lava as over there, man, the heat would be immense. The ruined Eterra time portal. But like, I wanna go look at PoE 2, see how well we do on that. I wanna go look at I mean, we could definitely go check out the Warhammer game that you were talking about, because that sounds interesting. And then we could easily go check out. It's weird. They're already shooting fire arrows. I guess that's just they have a chance to automatically do it anyway. But I didn't have a point in it yet. So their attack speed will be minus the 20%. So basically they're 1% faster than normal right now. It says there's a quest both directions, so... We'll go this way first. Clear this out. Okay, there's a door there. Before we go do that, let's go run back this way and figure out what's this way.
Worthless anyway. Worthless anyway.
Cool. Getting some big numbers to start popping up though. I just wanted the crafting stuff. So unfortunately, I have to sit there and spam click the pickup button because I haven't set it up for anything else. If I remember correctly, there is a way to set it up so that you can hit one button and it'll auto loot a bunch of stuff. I don't know. Maybe we go do some PoE 2 when we hit the 3-hour mark here. We'll just reset the stream, go try it, and then once we get done with the stream altogether tonight, we'll go look at the Warhammer game. So far, so good, though. I don't know if it's just because this class is like ridiculous easy, but
Eterra's grace be with you. Take care of yourself.
this is where you used to get the quest for the forge, by the way.
Eterra's grace be with you. Take care of yourself.
I remember that. Jeez, we're starting to get a whole bunch of stuff on there besides just bleed. Fire, bleed, necrotic. Minimum skill level is now level 4. I see another challenge coin up that way. Everybody's back up to tip-top shape.
Worthless. That is worthless.
Gods. Eterra watch over you.
Excuse me. The end of time. Are we high enough level to pick up our specialization now?
Everything's in pieces.
Maybe?
I don't like this at all. You seem a little This is what is left of your... Don't act so... Most of them don't. He might be kind enough to show you how to stay safe.
There's a big old dragon down there. Her worm, or I don't know what that's supposed to be. I think it's a dragon.
You've woken. I see your country. I have been here for a long time. Long enough for time to lose meaning. I have absorbed the faded selves of too many other Gaspars to count. In the process, I've become adept at guiding the shades that flow. If you allow me, I will guide a measure of your other selves to you. This will tie their lost fate. I warn you, your will must be absolute, or you will risk losing yourself. Then close your eyes and focus on the potential you wish to wield.
Yep, we get to choose
as
mastery now.
I guide the
So we have
shades
Necromancer,
to you.
commander of undeath. They send their animated thralls to battle, perfectly willing to sacrifice themselves as they deem fit. We get 1 maximum skeleton. We get +1 skeletal mage. Your summons deal 50% increased damage, and we get summon Wraith. We can go Lich, an acolyte who embraces the corruption of their power and uses the magic of blood and death, even at the expense of their own health. 1% of damage dealt is leached as health. Spells and melee attacks deal increased damage equal to your missing health, and we get Reaper form. And then Warlock, master of the forbidden arts. They tear into the essence of their foes, corrupting their spirits with relentless curses and hexes. 4% more damage per curse on the target, plus 35% fire and necrotic resistance. I'm gonna go Warlock, I think, because we get Chthonic Fissure. And this thing looks like it does a ton of damage. Opens the Infernal Fissure on the ground, dealing fire damage over time to enemies on top of it, as well as releasing spirits from the fissure that seek nearby enemies. These spirits inflict enemies with torment, a curse that slows and deals necrotic damage over time. We can have 1 fissure active at a time, so fire and necrotic damage here. Yes.
I see that you are still you. Your trials in the ruined era are not yet done. Return to Last Refuge. Return to the me from so long ago. We will meet again.
Hello? It wouldn't, like, stay cycled onto it. That's so dumb. Hello. There we go. So now I don't think we need minions. I think I'm gonna keep the minions just for, like, at least the, because, like, I think what I want to do is take this off for this, right? R1, R2. And then we definitely want to go here, and now we can put points into here. So now we have damage over time with health, Chaos Flames. You deal increased fire damage and have a chance to ignite on hit with fire skills, and you deal increased necrotic damage and have a chance to inflict dam on hit with necrotic skills. The effects also apply to your minions. Ignite deals fire damage over time, lasts 2.5 seconds, and can stack with an unlimited number of times. Damned deals necrotic damage over time, reduces health regen by 20%, lasts 2.5 seconds, and can stack an unlimited number of times. Increased fire damage is 6% per point. Ignite chance with fire skills is 6% per point. Increased necrotic damage, same thing. And damage chance with necrotic skills. Does not scale with points allocated. Applies to minions. Okay. Soul Eater. Increased mana regeneration. You gain a chance per curse on enemy to gain mana on hit. Meh. I think this would be the best bet. Or this. I think I'm going to go with this one. And over here, I think we actually need to back up. Well, no, that's good there. But I think we need to take these points out, maybe. But I don't care about that. Nah, we'll leave it the way it is here. I want to get to this. Or no. If we're going to try and do fire and necrotic damage, we don't want to go here. We can put it here. So that they can start shooting more fire arrows. Because then I want to go put 4 points here and then a point here so that we get another skeleton. And then we want to go... Actually, we only need to do 2 points here to get the extra skeleton. And then we need 3 points down this way to gain... No. We just need 2 points to get here. Skeletons deal more damage and have more health. Both multiplicate with other modifiers and are larger. But you can only summon half as many... No, I don't care about that. So yeah. Yeah, we go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the next 6 points we get, we'd want to do that potentially. But again, I don't know how many total points we get on this thing. You know what I mean? And then at level 20, so in 3 levels, we get this, and then we're going to put yeah, we want to put this, because there's ways to get this, I think, potentially, to do other things. Chance to replace spirits with Chaos Pulse is 13% per point. So 13, 26, 39%. No, we don't want that. More fire damage, please. Yes. Fissure's initial impact now spreads all of your ignite stacks from the target to nearby enemies. So anything we can do to get ignite, we want to do. It looks like Fissure's initial impact now hits enemies dealing spell fire damage with added damage applying at 300% effectiveness for this hit. This hit can be converted into physical by Blood Gulch or necrotic by Valley of Defilement. Base fire damage over time is converted to poison. Consequently, this damage scales with increase to poison damage, but not increase to fire damage. Ignite's chance from all sources is converted to poison chance. I don't want that. I want as much fire damage as I can do with this skill. Because, like, it's going to do, it looks like fire and necrotic off the rip. But if you're telling me I can get rid of fire to gain poison or physical, I don't want to do that. I want to keep the necrotic and fire damage building. And what we want to do is get gear that boosts fire or necrotic. Chaos bolts would be another one that we'd want to get. Because it does both. And I'm sure we can morph it to do other things. Directly casting it extends the duration of your and Infernal Shades. Those bolts have a chance to chill enemies. Chaos Bolts hits have a higher chance to freeze enemies per 1% uncapped cold resistance. Additionally, Chaos Bolts deal more physical damage over time per 4% uncapped cold resistance. Swaps Chaos Bolts fire tag for a cold tag. No, thank you. Whenever you gain a stack of destructive intensity up to a maximum, each stack reduces the target's area and improves Chaos Bolt's base critical strike chance. If you go 2 seconds without gaining a stack, all stacks are lost. Chaos Bolt's release additional, but it has a higher mana cost. Okay. Chaos Bolt's hitting one of your volatile zombies causes it to instantly explode. Zombies exploding this way deal more damage in a larger area. Volatile zombies exploding from your volatile kindling node deal even more damage in a larger area and poisons enemies. Chains of the Betrayer. Chaos Bolts no longer shoots multiple projectiles, but now instead shoots one large projectile, causing it to deal more damage in a larger area. As long as it doesn't get rid of our fire and our, fire and, necrotic damage. Yeah, I think that's the direction I want to go with it. That and this would be pretty dope too. Get it to do damage first. Nope, don't want that. Yeah, Chaos Bolts is pretty good. I don't know. There's a lot that we could do there.
Why, I see. Even with both of our shards, this city is lost. Our only hope, by reforming the Epoch, you will be able to return to your time. You are the oak. Thank you. There is an old passage to the surface. I will dispel the rune that keeps it sealed. The temple of Eterra is far to these days.
Greetings. Do not dwell on the...
May Eterra smile upon you. Farewell.
Okay. Let's sell what's in our inventory, and then I think that's going to be good for right now. I'm having a good time playing it. It's definitely a little different than World of Warcraft. We're going to go check on the Warhammer 40k Return of Reckoning deal, see what that's all about, see if it's something that we could potentially get into, and then see what's up with that. And let's see, 1-2 bone curses, spell damage, increased fire damage, health versus 1 to intelligence. So get rid of that. Melee damage, spell damage, reduce health cost of spells. We're not getting anything that costs health right now, so that doesn't really help us. All right.
Follow your feet.
So we'll look into that. If it's something that might be good for the channel, we might try that tomorrow, because I'll have to download it tonight. Other than that, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and then we're going to try and come back with like PoE 2 and see the differences between this and PoE 2. And if that's still not working out very well, we're also going to look at the modded version of Diablo 2 probably tomorrow. Like, we're going to try and run through some stuff and see what kind of fits with us, and we'll go from there. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I know there wasn't a lot of you watching tonight. It is Sunday, but hopefully we could get some more traction going. I do appreciate having Ludicrous and Von Strauss jumping in and chatting with us for a little bit today. Thank you so much for that. Black Sun, thank you for giving us the down low on the fact that not a whole lot of people are watching this particular game, so maybe it's just not something that we really need to do. ZZ, it was good seeing you again, brother. Oh, I missed your question about do you do dungeons and something. Eventually, yes, you do dungeons. I don't know if you're still watching, but yes. But other than that, I will catch you guys in a little bit. Let me do some research on some of this other stuff and see what we can do there. But I will catch you guys here in just a little bit. Stay safe out there. Have fun. And as always, stay legendary. Peace out, heroes.